Be sure to subscribe for more content.
What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome to the BigBC Finance Channel. Hope you're having a very lovely day today. So today we're going to be talking about Shiba Inu, what has happened over the past 24 hours and where I predict the price to go in the near future, as well as some key price levels I'm looking at. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Now with Shiba Inu, we've been in this small range recently. In fact, if I go on the 1 hour chart so you guys can see that a little bit better, and let's get those annotations back on. We've been in this small range here over the past 24 hours really. You see the price hasn't been too volatile. The volume's a little bit down here. But all in all, we're in this bullish trend, which is very nice to see. And I've adjusted this support line a little bit with some new price data that we got in yesterday. So it's looking super clean now. We've got the super clean bullish trend that Shiba Inu is following. Of course, guys, everything that I said yesterday still stands fairly well. So if you do want to watch that video, then be sure. Then it's linked somewhere in this video screen right now for you. But basically, yeah, we've been following this bullish trend here. We've got this this resistance here that's been tested multiple times now, as you can see here with these 3 points. Let me just circle them for you in case you haven't seen that. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So those 3 there, you can see that the price has eerily come up to this point and then shot straight back down. So this, to me, forms a very nice support where we could be forming this triangle. And of course, it's not set in stone. You know, the price could disrespect this triangle by just slipping past it without any forward momentum, without a lot of volatility. But at the same time, if it is a triangle, then what we would expect is the price to shoot up. And obviously this is quite a long-term triangle as well, so we do have a large price target, which I will say in a second. But generally speaking, in the near term, in the next 12 to 24 hours, for example, we are approaching this dark blue line here. And I don't know about you guys, but I am super excited to see what happens here, because this blue line represents a very long-term resistance here on Shiba Inu. And let me just show you that actually. So it's if we go on the day chart here, we can see this blue line has basically intercepted that last peak there on the 24th of September. We've got this major peak here at the 15th of September where Shiba Inu came up 40%. And in the past as well, you can see I've circled it before, but there's been some tests of this blue line. So it's been in place since October. This is kind of like a primary resistance, and then we had this one that was more appropriate, this yellow one as well, which I'm also looking out for, which kind of took precedence from December onwards. But this blue resistance here is an extremely long-term one. It's probably one of the first ones we can form here on Shiba Inu, and now the price is just days away from making a decision as to what happens when it gets to this blue line. Of course, if we can break through that, then chances are we are going to go pretty high up. I do believe we will see a rally, as I said yesterday, to around the 13 cents region, quite possibly if we break through this resistance and if this is also a triangle that's broken through. So for example, let me show you a scenario that could happen. We could see the price at the moment just continue to go up, and we test this resistance later today. Maybe we come down, bounce off it, touch this bottom here, test that resistance again, say tomorrow, and if we cross, then I would expect large momentum in the upwards direction. Of course, this kind of coincides with that release of the game as well, so there'll be more news about that. I do see that news, if it is good news, continuing the price to go up, and of course I would see the price immediately hit a level of around 12.5 cents for Shiba Inu. And I say 12.5 cents because this has been a long-term resistance on Shiba Inu. This is a place where the price has come up to several times, tested it, and then come back down. So I would expect this level to be our first main level for this breakout of this triangle. Of course, with this triangle being in play, the ultimate distance would be this distance here, which would be around a 12% pump. So my final level would be around the 13 cents region, and I do expect something like this. So maybe some resistance at 12.5 cents, for example, but then 13 cents to be ultimately hit. And it would be really pretty if it hit it right by this yellow resistance here, this next resistance that we have to cross as well. So this is my kind of scenario if we do break through that resistance. But within the next day, within the next few days, if we can't break through that resistance, then what we will do is fall through support, and the same will hold true. This distance here will be our next target down, which will be quite bearish. Give us a target of 9.7 cents here on Shiba Inu. And I know I'm saying that without the 4 zeros, it would be 0.000, but I'm just abbreviating the number there. So that would be the ultimate target. Of course, I would take a lot of profits at this support region, this yellow support here that's been holding us up now since June. That you can see as I scroll back, you can see how many times the price has come down to test it and come back up. So this is a very strong support here on Shiba Inu, and if we can't break through this blue resistance, then I do expect a breakdown to at least this level. Of course, this triangle may not even hold. This may not even be a triangle that's respected. I mean, the price has already come up once before, so there's a possibility that this triangle is not respected, but the fact is if we don't break through that resistance, there's going to be large downwards motion. Just look at all the other times the price has touched this blue resistance and come back down. We see a lot of momentum in the downhill direction when it gets rejected. So here, for example, price goes all the way down like that. And again, if we go into August's high, you can see the price touches that blue line, but then again comes down very steep. And you know, we can keep doing this with all the resistances, the long-term resistances here on Shiba Inu. But basically, when the price gets rejected, there should be a large downwards movement. So if the same occurs here, then even if this triangle is not respected here, we will break below this bullish trend, and we should see a large price movement. A large target for that in this 10.1 cents region-ish for me. So that's really what I'm looking out for right now. Over the past 24 hours, there's no real new patterns that have come out on the short micro trend type thing, but generally speaking, we're still in this triangle here, which I'm really excited to see what happens. So this is just a quick update video here on Shiba Inu. Of course, before I end the video, I will say as well to keep looking out for Bitcoin. You know, the resistances on Shiba Inu and Bitcoin are actually quite close together. You see here, Bitcoin's been following this long-term resistance now, and it's pretty cool because it kind of adds to my point that when the price does get rejected, we see this downwards motion. So on Bitcoin, we especially see that there, for example, we see that here as well. And now the price is teasing the resistance again. Will it cross it or will it get rejected? That is the ultimate question. But of course, whatever Bitcoin does with this resistance will probably be reflected in altcoins like Shiba Inu as well. So this is something very exciting to keep your eye on. Over this weekend, I'm going to be slightly busy, so I'm going to have to check my phone periodically to see how the price reacts to my annotations here on Bitcoin, on Shiba Inu, on Luna Classic, on all the coins that I follow. But this is a very exciting time, 100%. And there should be a lot of price movement for traders to trade and make some healthy profits from as well. So that's all I really have to say in this video. Of course, in summary, I'm looking for a breakout to the upside if we cross this resistance to eventually 13 cents. It doesn't have to be an immediate, price movement where there's just one candle shooting up to 13 cents. Like I say, it could be a gradual rise up to that 13 cents level on Shiba Inu, something like this over the span of a few weeks, maybe even. But that would be my ultimate price target. And of course, on the downside, if we can't break through this resistance, and if this is indeed a triangle, then I'd expect a price target of 10.1 cents. If we can't hold that level, then the ultimate price target of that was 9.7 cents, I believe. So that's where I will be looking for the price to go if this triangle doesn't hold. But realistically, I do think this support can still hold us up at 10 cents. So that would be my ultimate price target if we break below that triangle and if we can't break through this blue resistance here. So hope this video was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments if you think I've missed anything in this video, if you have any extra input. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching these videos. Hopefully, I'll see you in my next